And hello, everybody. Thanks for coming into another episode of Stream of Consciousness. Yes, the SOC that we want to bring to you. Hi, this is Lisa Hauserman.
It is Lisa Hauserman with my new sign behind me that says Possum Crossing.
That is so adorable.
See, wait, there are possums right now in the tree. I don't even know if you can see it. What am I doing?
I can see it
Oh,
directly back. It's a caution sign.
yep, there you go. Anyhow, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another highly anticipated episode of.
Oh, Stream of Consciousness.
With a new opening, the G Sharp conjured. I love it. I totally love it. We're going to be fast tonight because I got up at 5.
Yes, and I've worked a long day myself. We just wanted to pop in and throw just a couple of ideas out at you. And so anyway, just sit back and take it away, Lisa.
All right, I'll take it away. I just want to once again say this. It seems like I'm a broken record. It really does. But I don't know why anybody would think the government like has our best interest and they're just concerned about us and they want to hold us tight and hug us and rock us to sleep. They like Flint, Michigan, and many cities have poisoned water to this day, ladies and gentlemen. Not only, but while G Sharp exited the room a little bit ago, I thought I'm just going to look up something very quickly on DuckDuckGoose, not Google. I know it's not DuckDuckGoose, but I found something very interesting and I'm going to share the screen. The first thing I mentioned, there it was. Okay. And I'm not very good at this part, but I'm going to give it my best. Why isn't it? Oh my God, it's always something. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's why it wasn't. Okay. Here I am. And I'm not sure. I'm sure G Sharp is at the control panel. I'll probably make myself. I'm going to come over here quickly and just make myself, one of these deals. Are you still here, G Sharp?
Oh, yeah, I'm absolutely here.
Okay, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, I'm going to go icon.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to do. But for some reason, I'm losing my mind because I'm so rusty. Okay, now, if you want to make that as big as you can or whatever, I simply typed in government experiments done on citizens. It's the first thing I found. And I shall go through. I'm not going to read all of them. I'm going to kind of go over them and then come back or whatever. I will read the opening. Throughout history, the U.S. government has managed to keep secrets hidden from the public. When they release these secrets, many are quite surprised and astonished at everything they've managed to get away with. Countless conspiracies involving programs such as Area 51 and MK Ultra have become mainstream in modern-day culture. The desire for such secretive knowledge is ever abundant, and no matter how much we think we know, we're always proven wrong. Oh, and then here we go. Despite the current rise in conspiracy theories, of course, involving government testing, conspiracy theories is another way to say somebody who's a critical thinker and they don't want you to listen to them. Okay, there are many verified instances of such cases that have remained hidden from the public for decades. I'll just go over the 10 and then I'll send it back to G Sharp. When I do this, I'm going to have to use an actual mouse, I think, from now on. I'm not very good at it. Tuskegee syphilis study. Here's what I'll do. I'll use this. And then we have, and I will include the link, of course, Statesville Penitentiary malaria study. I will read the last one, and this goes over what they did. Navy-sponsored beef blood transfusions. I don't even want to know about that. Yeah, I do. Plutonium testing. These are the people that encourage you to wear a mask, stay 6 feet apart. Over in the UK, you can only have 6 people in your house. I mean, these things are so insane. Okay, World War II mustard gas. Moving along. Operation Paperclip, one of my favorites, ladies and gentlemen, where we covered for war criminals of Nazi Germany and brought them in. And, they started things like NASA and whatnot.
The
And
CIA.
yeah, and you wonder why people don't trust NASA. Operation Sea Spray, I don't even know what that is, but I'm going to read the very last one because I don't want to. Operation Big Buzz. This is crazy. Oh, yellow fever. That's what that is. Willowbrook experiments. This looks horrific, of course. The extremely shocking, I'll read this. Willowbrook experiments were aimed at discovering a cure for hepatitis. The continuous study lasted from 56 to 70. The subjects were taken from Willowbrook State School, located in Staten Island. They were mentally handicapped children. Yep, put on your mask, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to these people. Here's the one, measles vaccine experiment. Experiments involving the measles vaccine were conducted from 1990 to 91 by the Centers for Disease Control. The doctors wanted to know if they could use it to replace natural antibodies in babies. To test this, doctors injected thousands of babies in the third world with the drug. Now, YouTube bought, I'm only reading from the official record, so try not to ban us for saying this. The vaccine eventually led to several immune problems, I wonder, in the babies and caused many deaths, although the exact number is unknown. And for all you people protesting about this, that, and the other, wanted to let you know that right now they are testing these jabs on poor countries in Africa, poor African brown people. What do you think of that? Yeah, I'm a little cranky and just pissed off about this. I'm in the show. Okay, that's
Yeah,
it. I'm done with my portion. Take it away.
I understand, Lisa. The hypocrisy is just, I'm barely breathing through it. It's just that thick. It's unfortunate. Well, on my side of things tonight, I'm just going to quickly bring up some more history. I've been into the history mode lately because I want to get down to the truth. And just a little reminder that it does indeed repeat itself at times. This is a picture of the brown shirts. And as you can see, this squad adored Adolf Hitler. I mean, there were even several of them wearing his mustaches in there if you look closely. I mean, it's unbelievable. But yes, these squads were formed. And what they did is they created what was called, well, in American terms, it was called Kristallnacht, where they went and forbade Jews to own shops anymore. And they went and busted up all of their places. And I just have to say in this picture, it just really irks me, the woman on the left. She talk about that smirk. That's one thing I just, anyway. But yeah, they burnt down all of the buildings, and sounds familiar, doesn't it? A lot of stuff like that happening right now. And what they were working towards was this eventually. Yes, after all of this, Hermann Göring, the Minister of the Interior, which is our Secretary of State basically, his first orders were to defund and eliminate the police departments so they wouldn't interfere with his brown shirts. And I don't know a lot of history about this, but I do know that there's even another layer to this. After the brown shirts went in, threw a fit, burned things down, basically taking control under the name of national safety. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? They were also ousted. Behind their backs, Hitler was forming the SS, the Gestapo. And after he was successfully embedded in, his politics in the seat of the House, quietly the SS Gestapo went around and disbanded all of these squads of brown shirts. And a lot of them didn't want to go willingly. And they either had to join other branches of the military and be disbanded, spread out, or a couple of them I heard were shot because they just were throwing, an absolute fit. They had supported Hitler, and this brown shirt endeavor should, continue on. So I'm just kind of throwing that out there for people who support this chaos. Be careful, because most governments are really cheap. They can dispense with you. They don't need you around anymore. It's just 75 cents for the old, you know what I mean?
Indeed. Yeah, that was interesting. Totally. Um, Also, of course, I believe there was a false flag involved over there where they burnt their own building or something. I'm not very completely clear on it.
Yeah, it's faded a little bit for me, but I do believe Hitler was at a speech, and the Colosseum area that they were at was kind of bombed and set on fire. It was kind of what I call a Boston bombing.
Ah, we'll get
Yeah,
into that another time.
yeah. So, but yeah, a lot of the playbook hasn't changed. It worked back then, and they're using it over and over again. You know, just
Well,
puts a new name on it.
from what I can gather, I have possums in the tree wildly, both of them.
Oh,
From what
you
I can gather, these creatures, whatever they are, the whomevers and whatever they might be, and from wherever, they're not very imaginative, and so they sort of just recycle everything because people forget. People are busy. You know what? I heard a song today. I have the album, but Spencer had it downloaded. We listened on the way to help Joel. Eminence Front by The Who. And I
yeah.
told him, Spencer, they're telling the story here. You know,
Yeah, they do. The
uh,
rock stars do. They'll let you know what's
yeah,
going on. And movies. You know,
yes,
they say that they have to do that in order to cast their spells. They have to, present what's really going on and everything. That may be. And I also think sometimes people just channel. We're just
right. I
channeling.
know you do think that. Yeah, it could be a little bit of both. I mean, I found that most things are layered.
Yes. Oh yeah.
There's
In
more than
this
one reason.
in this realm, that is so true.
Yeah, totally. So I've been wondering why I'm here. I don't know. I guess you did see my video earlier. I think it's to encourage people to breathe. That's my new thing.
Oh
Like
yeah.
encourage people to breathe. It's
Yeah.
just nutty. I can't believe anybody would. I keep saying that, but then again, okay, just picture we have to put ourselves in other people's shoes, I guess. If all we had was, like, say we worked 40 hours a week and we were out of the home, and all of our office workers, we worked in an office, let's say, made a ton of money, by the way. We're all just mainstream people. And then you got home and you're really tired. You have to cook dinner and you have the news on. The news. Um, it would be a little scary. And that's the whole point. You know, watching these people that are in the costume and all that, they just are constantly coming at you with these case numbers and all this jazz. It is to frighten the hell out of people, which does cause illness.
Oh yeah, it's a cycle. And also too, I heard this from somebody a long time ago, and I do find it's true. The more time you have, the more, and you're away from all of that static and stress and everything, the more you're opened up to new vibrations and enlightenment. See, part of suppressing us is keeping us all so busy all the time. We don't have time to think about why we're here, what we're on, you know? And I feel sorry for this younger generation because they're in that plateau of being so busy, they can only believe the few sound bites they're getting off of TV because that's all they're giving to their day of figuring out what's going on. And they kind of let others do it for them. I did it myself.
Me too. I want to say right now, again, for those who don't usually look at my videos per se, that I was totally the mainstream. Anything a scientist said was true. They had no motive. They had no whatever. And most scientists probably don't even realize they're in that bubble. So I don't even want to say that. But there are ones that are at the top that know the real where the bear had a bowel movement in the crop, so to speak. I'll keep it clear.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is so
So
true.
I was that way. I thought, I had my trust in politics or a politician or a side and all that. And I certainly don't anymore. And I was a hardcore non-believer atheist and, all that. I've been there and done that. And I guess it was a step for me to be here with G Sharp.
Yeah, and I'm right there. I took the normal steps of, buying into their game, basically their theater, and I was, religiously atheist and politically involved, and I have flipped. Now I'm politically atheist and I'm religiously involved, trying to find out what we're here, what
Right.
we're about.
Not necessarily a mainstream like a Presbyterian or whatever. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And so anyway, yeah, I that's why I do these videos, is because I'm trying to just get people to look at things differently. They do not have to agree with me at all, but just that little spark of, huh, that is right. You know, things that people have done for me, those little sparks, those little comments, and those little things that they discover that really make me question what we've been told and why we've been told it. And yeah, and it now has just opened up a very new exciting world for me. And I
Everything
just,
looks different.
it does, everything looks different, and it's in a really good way. I can't explain it. There's a lot of negativity going on in our world, and I said, you know, earlier in a conversation with Lisa, unfortunately people's hearts are growing cold, and I'm trying to step up and make mine warmer.
Right.
That's all I can do, you know, it's all I can say. And as times go on and people get really stressed out because things are a changing, they're going to act a little wonky. They're going to go a little zombie on you. And instead of being mad at them or resentful or fearful, you know, I'm personally trying to find that vibration, you know, that frequency in myself, and then I can gladly hand that over to others. And I know I'm sounding preachy, but I've that's kind of where
No, I
I've
don't
been
think so
lately.
at all. I mean, look, we've just kind of traveled the same path, and a lot of the loungers have, I have to say. It's almost like, I don't know, we were all drawn together. Everybody has something different to offer, and then you have people that are, you know, like very mainstream that come to the lounge that have never heard of like a Star Fort. I
Yes.
remember I showed, like, on one of my live gigs, I showed that. I have a trivia game every Sunday for those who don't know. And a couple of them, like, I've never heard of this. And that was me like a year ago. I never knew what a Star Fort looked. I never, why would I? It's
I
just,
no, I know. Even a year ago, like I said, I was still stuck in that we landed on the moon kind of paradigm, and it was really hard for me to give up. But once I gave it up and I'm looking at where we're at differently, I feel relieved and elevated. I
I
feel
do
like
too,
there's
but
more
I also
hope.
feel kind of mad sometimes.
Well, I'm mad because they've been lying to us generation after generation. This is an old lie that we're going to have to straighten out here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, I am pooped.
Yes,
I
it's
don't know if you
time.
have anything else. Go. You could do whatever. I can leave.
Oh, no, no, we'll just take it on out. I'm glad you're here tonight. Yeah, it's been kind of a long week, and I hope everybody out there stays well, gets prepared, and
Stays
stay
frosty.
stay frosty.
I stole your thing.
Oh,
Anyhow,
that's okay.
all I have to say is I agree with everything in terms of we just want you to think in a different way. You don't have to agree with us. We might come off as kooky, and we kind of are. We're okay with it. Don't, or just remember, don't clutch pearls. And I'm done.
Bye-bye.